welcome. We are n-fuze, a creative agency, and today we're going to be talking about our work on some marketing activation for Dolly Wines for our brand partner Accolade Wines. I am Sam, a designer here at n-fuze, and Jordan's going to introduce herself.
So my name's Jordan, I'm a senior design lead and I work on the Accolade account.
Perfect, thanks Jordan. We're going to cover the packaging design for a luxury influencer unboxing experience and plenty of in-store and point-of-sale design. So we're going to get this kicked off. Jordan, can you tell us about how this project came about?
Dolly is a big launch with Accolade as a brand new range in collaboration with Dolly Parton. So the idea was across different touch points to create as much buzz about it as possible. So enter the box. The idea behind this is to send it out to a mixture of buyers, influencers and journalists, just to try and create a bit of a buzz.
So Jordan, how did the team come together across the influencer PR boxes, digital design, retail media networks and in-store POS to ensure its success?
Essentially, there was a strategic partnership with a couple of agencies that we worked with to get the toolkit finalised. And once the toolkit was finalised through them, they then sent it over to us so that we can manipulate it over different touch points. So in order to create an all-rounded consistent buzz over the new brand, we had obviously the PR box, we had FSDUs, we had a lot of POS items created, online banners, social media presence was a really big one as well. So yeah, it's made a really, really great buzz about the brand in general.
Fantastic. So can you walk us through some of the parts of the campaign here?
Absolutely. So we got the brief through from Accolade for the PR box. The idea was to, like I said, sort of create a great buzz about the new brand that they were bringing out for Dolly. Accolade were quite keen for us to try and think outside the box, as it were.
Very good.
Yeah. So we came up with a number of different concepts for it. Got them all sort of sketch rendered out. There's a few more funky looking ones, like we had one in the shape of a guitar, a record player, guitar pick, and then there was the more premium look, simplistic ones, a bit like this one really. The idea behind this one was to subtly have a bit of a nod towards the Dolly brand, which is the idea of bringing people together. So essentially the butterfly pulls apart, but when the box comes together, it's bringing the butterfly together, so bringing the brand together.
Fantastic. Can you talk me through some of the envelope unboxing experience as well?
Yeah, absolutely. So we wanted to keep the actual box itself quite premium and structured. I think the butterfly on the front kind of speaks for itself. It's a real nod to the packaging as well. And then you've got the Dolly signature. And then inside you've got a little personalised letter from Dolly, which when you open it up, there's a little spinny butterfly in there that kind of flutters out. It was a little added, almost like Easter egg to the box.
Did that help to gain traction on social media when the influencers were unboxing it?
Yeah, definitely. And once we got the go-ahead, we had a big conveyor belt of people winding up all of these butterflies, popping them into the envelopes. But yeah, it was really great to see on social media, like the response from it, seeing people sort of open up the envelopes and it sort of fluttering out.
And did you notice, or Accolade Wines notice, a drive in campaign engagement and awareness?
It's always nice to get a list of all of the people that it's getting sent out to. So my first port of call, I think, the teams was to follow every single person on social media, and there was a fair few, which was really nice to see. The feedback on this one was really, really positive, which is really great.
Fantastic. Right, so other than this absolutely gorgeous box, Jordan, how else did you support Dolly with the campaign?
We were really lucky to get quite a number of briefs through from Accolade as a result of Dolly. It was such a big launch for them. We did a lot of social posts, like animated social posts, based off of the toolkit that was set up by one of the other agencies Accolade use. We sort of used the toolkit that they set up to then create and bring it to life in terms of movement and animation. A lot of sparkles, a lot of butterfly movement, a lot of dolly. So that was really nice.
So it's quite extra then?
Yeah, I would say so. We had web banners as well, quite a lot of those, and some of those were animated.
What sort of retailers did those go to?
So it was actually Criteo banners that we created. So they would sort of pop up anywhere on the internet. If you're looking for something that's to do with Dolly, or if you're a bit of a wine fan like me, you potentially would have more targeted ads in that respect. Quite a lot of those to work through as well. Point of sale.
What was the process behind setting the point of store items?
The Dolly range is actually across 3 different SKUs. There's the Prosecco, the Rosé and Chardonnay. Chardonnay is just in the US, and we're very lucky to get Rosé and Prosecco in the UK. If it's like a Rosé unit, then we would just have a picture of Dolly enjoying Rosé, or just the Rosé bottle itself on the side, and vice versa for Prosecco. Or if it's a mixture, then you have to consider that as well. So as well as that, there is House of Accolade, which is a great opportunity to sort of showcase their brands to their customers. So with the launch of Dolly happening just shortly before the event itself, it was a really good opportunity to really drive engagement with the customers. We supported on all of the sort of print aspects. There was a standee of Dolly herself, actually made to her own height.
So Jordan, we've discussed the outside box. Do you want to tell us a little bit more about what's inside the box?
So you get inside the Dolly box a bottle of Rosé, a bottle of Prosecco. With our merchandising wise, you've got 2 lovely key rings which are shaped exactly like the Rosé bottle and exactly like the Prosecco bottle, which are super cute. You've also got 2 stemless wine glasses which have got the etched Dolly signature on there, and then 2 wine stoppers, so really great for the fizz, that you can kind of preserve the fizz in your bottle.
So how did you ensure this box here had consumer appeal?
So we wanted to ensure that we had like the holographic foiling, so it's pretty much identical to what's on the packaging there. And it's quite difficult to see, but we've got a bit of a raised spot gloss here as well, so you've got a nice bit of contrast there. And then a little bit of spot gloss here, so there's a little bit of contrast on the signature.
That really adds to the quality of the box as well when you do things like spot gloss.
It's just a little embellishment. And I think it's important when you're keeping something so simple. We felt like the actual box itself didn't need too much. It just needed like the signature butterfly, and then actually the contents of it really brings it to life once you open it.
Especially because it's such a wow reveal, that's bound to gain some traction there.
For sure.
So Jordan, earlier you mentioned the fly-through and helping support that. What exactly is a fly-through?
It's a bit of a nod to augmented reality, bringing the customers on a journey of what the different POS items could look like in store. For House of Accolade, each customer had a tailored store, so the store would look exactly what their store would look like, visualised in 3D. We were given the challenge of creating all of these different POS items, visualising them, so that they could then be placed into this video, so that the customer could go through the journey of experiencing what those items would look like in their store. It's just a really great way of visualising it. The AR element of it, AR, you're actually there in a store and visualising it in person, but this is almost like a videoed version of that.
So this means it can go in any sort of presentation, it can be shown to store managers, that sort of thing.
Essentially, yeah.
So what was the biggest challenge during the project, and how did you overcome this with your team's design expertise?
It meant a lot of project managing on our side, I would say. So a lot of organisation, a lot of communication with Accolade to make sure they're up to date with everything. It all went out on time in the end, which was really great.
It was quite a quick turnaround, wasn't it, this project?
Yeah, it was relatively quick. A bit like all hands on deck, let's get it all done.
Go.
It was a busy season anyway because we were preparing for House of Accolade. We essentially enlisted the wider studio to help us out.
So for brands looking for innovation, how would you suggest n-fuze could help to create impact with their campaigns?
How couldn't we help? I think as the years have gone on, we've adapted to to the different services that we can offer. I mean, PR boxes are always a great thing to give out. Customers always love receiving them. It just makes them feel really, really special. The great thing about a PR box is essentially we can fit into any budget, so budget's a big one to know at the beginning. If you've got a big budget, we can go really, really wacky and crazy on it. We can put it with loads of merch as well now through javelinas, or if it's a little bit more of a lesser budget, we can also adapt to that too. We have been working on the AR services that we offer as well, so a simple scan of a QR code to sort of sell in a POS visual is a really great way to engage with customers. Animation, taking a simple social post and actually adding a bit of movement, even if it is just subtle, really, really brings it to life and really drives engagement. And then bottle modelling as well. So we have the ability now to kind of take a bottle or any kind of packaging really and get every tiny little bit of detail and really visualise it and make it so realistic that it almost cuts out the need to have a photo shoot. So a little bit more versatile in terms of what you can do with that bottle image.
And that's actually really good because you can then change the labels rather than having to pay for, say, another photo shoot of your products. You can just retexture your renders.
Yeah, absolutely. It's an investment to begin with to create the actual shape of the bottle. Once that's created, that's done, and it's just a simple retexture of all of the different labels that you could then take to manipulate across different SKUs. So it's a really innovative way to kind of almost cut costs in the long run, I would say, and you get that level of detail that you might not necessarily pick up on a camera.
And with these bottles as well, you could have any background, you could animate it, you could create a video of it.
3D animation, like the bottle sort of spinning around, it's a really cool thing to do. Adds a lot of depth to the actual animation itself. You can just have it at a lovely sort of angle and then have the sort of different key visual elements coming in and around it to, again, give it lots of detailed depth.
So how does this project here represent n-fuze's belief in creative partnerships and end-to-end solutions?
So I would say most projects represent that anyway at n-fuze. We always like to have designers involved in a lot of the client communications. This one in particular is a great example. We took it from the very first brief, creating the concepts, liaising with javelinas, the merchandising company, as well as the production guys. It's really nice to see that initial concept develop and then getting the end result, which is seeing people unbox them live on Instagram.
So satisfying being part of a project from start to finish, isn't it?
Definitely.
John, thank you so much for your time today, and thanks for speaking with us and going through this project. And thanks for watching. Please leave us any questions you have or let us know your favourite parts of this project in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video from n-fuze, take a second to give it a like, subscribe and turn on the notifications. Thanks for watching.